Killer Carrot 2.
Couldn't see in the dark, but could it be left rooted to the spot here?
You are the vegetables.
We are the dangerous vegetables.
Oh, sorry, dangerous vegetables.
Dangerous vegetables.
I must get that right, must I? What's special about the killer carrot?
What's special about the killer carrot?
Dangerous vegetables. We love it. Well done.
It's lasted a long time. It's been bashed about and it still keeps on going.
An invertible steel chassis with Lexan aluminium armour, 14-inch bale spike and flipper lifter, but slow, not much pushing power, and the armour is thin and flimsy.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams then. Killer Carrot on the left, Rob Engelbright the driver, Henry Ryan captains Major Tom. And, oh, goodness me, they're all over the place there together. But anyway, bigger brother there, second from the right, is Ian Watts the driver, and Riptilion's captain Jeff Graham was on the right. And in the arena, for the house robots, there is the mighty Mr. Psycho and Sir Killalot. Have ever two heavier house robots been in the arena together?
2, 1.
Let's see who moves first. Well, it's Killer Carrot attacking Major Tom, and at the top of your picture, bigger brother immediately making inroads in on Riptilion and shoving it underneath the hammer very nearly of Mr. Psycho. It needs to get out of there, Riptilion. The new boys need to get out of trouble. Major Tom under pressure from Killer Carrot, about to be flipped up and over. It has no streamer. Major Tom, Killer Carrot is... Oh! Down comes the hammer of Mr. Psycho. There goes Major Tom, being twisted and turned. The pit button has been activated. Down goes the pit. Bigger brother looks very impressive. Beaten by Razor in the grand final last time. Defeated the likes of Hypno-Disc and Chaos 2 en route. It was a brilliant bigger brother. It's even better this time around. Major Tom, they know they're in trouble. You saw a shot there of Henry Ryan. Bigger brother looks very effective again, this time taking on Killer Carrot. You can see the floor spinner there. Riptilion on the edge of it. Oh, down comes the hammer on Major Tom. They're not going to get out of there, I don't think. Henry and Arthur and John Morris, the Major Tom team, they're in the right pick, and Riptilion's on the edge. And finally in. Jeff Graham couldn't steer it away. They've gone down, Riptilion. Down comes the hammer of Mr. Psycho. It's not the quickest around the arena, but when he has you in his sights, oh, that hammer is genuinely awful. The Killer Carrot crew we're seeing there. The back of Adam Engelbright, just 9 years of age. Schoolboy. There's Rob controlling the machine. Major Tom just alive. Killer Carrot dancing the duel with bigger brother. Certainly has been the most effective. Now, is Major Tom alive? The ref bot thinks no. And he's counting down Major Tom, which is about to go out in the heat for a third time in Robot Wars. Major Tom, your campaign has ended. Bigger brother, there's little 7-year-old Ellie Watts spinning away from Killer Carrot. We know these two are now through. They need to avoid any more damage, I would have thought. But they want to go out and win this fight, the battle of the school children. Adam, aged 9. Bigger brother team, Joe, aged 9. Ellie, aged 7. Down comes the drop zone weaponry. Hardly the most effective this time around. We've seen fridges drop, we've seen washing machines drop. We saw a shower of balls on Major Tom.
Major Tom, stripped of his stripes and demoted to private. Riptilion, the snake, slithered into the pit of its own accord. That leaves Killer Carrot and Bigger Brother. They'll be watching you in the next round.
Are you all organic?
Completely organic. Actually, we're genetically modified.
What you... Oh, no! What are you doing here?
We're just sharpening bits up. We'd run out of things to do. Look.
Look,
Disc-O-Inferno.
look, yeah, are they in a state?
Killer Carrot 2.
Out comes the vegetable then, belonging to Rob and Adam Engelbright. Little Adam there.
Disc-O-Inferno.
More mature team, perhaps. Mark Marshall, Nick Bullock and Oliver Reed-Smith.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena, Matilda for the House Robots. Good to see you, Tildy, with the flywheel and the tusks. And shunts back again.
3, 2, 1.
Now, the killer has been a bit of a trooper. I love my carrot super. Shreddy carrot. Wilby forgets on the end of that spinning blade, and part of the killer carrot comes off. That 30 kilo, 1,000 RPM spinning blade of Disc-O-Inferno already wreaking havoc out there and bumping and bashing into Killer Carrot 2. And Disc-O-Inferno, I said right at the start of the program, could go all the way in Robot Wars the Sick Wars. I think it has what it takes. And Killer Carrot 2, little Adam was looking on, opens its yawning jaws to try and trap Disc-O-Inferno and drag, but it's not going to work, I don't think. Killer Carrot 2 is actually the heavier of these two. I think those wheels are exposed, you know. It's got a high ground clearance at the front. Well, one of the wheels even more exposed now. Disc-O-Inferno very much on top. That's what it doesn't want to do, though. If it drives on, the flipper lifter can raise 160 kilos. That front lifter of Killer Carrot 2. Disc-O-Inferno, 98 kilos. No trouble then to hoist. I think that's their main worry. If Disc-O-Inferno get too near the arena sidewalls, Killer Carrot 2 could yet flip them out. Can they try a flip? Disc-O-Inferno backing away. Well driven there. Nicky Bullock is at the controls. You saw him in the pit. The Disc-O-Inferno, boy, they're in the middle. Do you see him there? Mark Marshall, the captain, is at the weapons. Tentative at this moment. Rob Engelbright, what's he doing here with Killer Carrot 2? Is it fully manoeuvrable, or is one of those tyres been punctured, I wonder? What's Disc-O-Inferno doing here? Spinning in the disco lights? What are they doing? Showing off, I would think. Or maybe they're just heating up that blade for extra purchase on the surface of Killer Carrot 2 with the fluorescent orange paint and the Lexan aluminium armour, which I thought all along was a wee bit thin and flimsy. What's happened to Disc-O-Inferno? What's happened to Disc-O-Inferno? They are on fire! And in comes a ref bot. Could this be a huge surprise? I wonder if Killer Carrot 2 were fully mobile by the time that Disc-O-Inferno caught fire. The clock is ticking down. I've got a suspicion that Killer Carrot 2 may have been immobilised by then, because they're certainly not fully mobile. But it's gone to the judges. They'll have to decide. They're brainier than me, let's face it. They can read and write.
Well, no clear winner there. So let the judges judge. While they're making up their mind, let's review that hot robo action.
Craig, for aggression and damage caused, the marks have to go to Disc-O-Inferno. But the big question is Killer Carrot 2 stuck in there? Why did Disc-O-Inferno get themselves on the flame pit? They caught fire, and then the ref bot went in and put them out. Were they still mobile at this point? That's the killer for me.
The judges have made their decision. They're looking at style, control, damage, and aggression. This wasn't easy. It's a bit controversial. They've gone for Disc-O-Inferno! Well, you must be a bit upset.
No. We thought they were going to win.
Well, there was a bit...
Look, they've got the best offensive weapon. They chopped us up into tiny little pieces. Look, there's all pieces of us little all over there. There's that bit there, and I think they've taken it all away. Oh, goodness me.
All right, calm
taking
down,
it all
slow
away.
down. There was bits of grated carrot everywhere, wasn't there, at the end?
Yeah.
So you thought you'd lost then, did you?
Yep. We planned it. We knew we were going to lose. And I said to Dad, I'm not going to be unhappy because when we lose.
It's concerning because you look so cheerful. You wouldn't have guessed you lost. How did the fight went for you?
Well, I thought we'd had it, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
But then their controls seemed to go, and they seemed to end up in the side. And we tried to go and get them out, but Refbot got in the way and wouldn't let us out. Wouldn't let us at them. So
I thought you held your own really well, and once they were on fire. That's why I thought it was controversial. I thought, as damage goes, I know you were a bit damaged, but like they were on fire. I thought you might have swung the decision, but it wasn't to be.
No matter.
And you're not too upset?
Nope, I'm not.
That's brilliant. Cheers. Let's hear it. Killer Carrot.
From Turner's Hill in West Sussex, Killer Carrot 2.
9-year-old Adam Englebright loves his sweets and chatting too.
Adam, what's going to be your battle plan?
Oh, right. Well, basically, battle plan is zip around all over the place, try and crash into everything, flip everything up with our flipper, and try not to fall into the pit when that opens.
Adam, are you going to be able to stop talking for long enough to drive the robot?
Yes,
Good.
hopefully.
Which one are you most worried about with the opposition?
Tetanus, yeah, Tetanus 3. I think that's probably going to be the most dangerous.
Why?
Because it's got that dirty great, it's got this dirty great spike and it's got that big flipper. Whereas we've only got a diddly little flipper, but Rick's still a bit dangerous still. I think we're probably the weakest out of the three.
Now, how's your driving?
I've been practicing in the school playground and on the computer game we've got at home. We've got
The computer game's a bit different.
Yeah.
What did your head think of the driving in the school playground, though?
Oh, she let me.
Hopefully there weren't lots of other people in there.
No, there weren't lots of other people.
okay.
We did it at the weekend.
Oh, well, that's
We
all right
wouldn't
then.
do it in school time. We'd be ramming into all the mothers and housewives and all that.
Invertible with a steel chassis and Lexan aluminium armour, a 14-inch bale spike and the flipper, but it's slow, doesn't have much pushing power, thin and flimsy armour, and the wheels are exposed.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams then. Killer Carrot there on the left-hand side with Adam Englebright and Ian Aldrich and Francis Gallagher of Rick on the right-hand side. Tetanus 2, Luke Angel there on the right-hand side with Conrad Snook. In the arena for the house robots is Shunt and Dead Metal.
3, 2, 1.
Don't forget, 2 of these machines will survive to go through to round 2 of the minor Meltdown. Killer Carrot 2 with that flipper will be one of the favourites, can lift 160 kilos, tangling there at this moment in time with Tetanus 2. I wonder what effect that mesh will have. Maybe it can tangle 1 or 2 things, but it looks a little bit heavy, doesn't it, Tetanus 2? And has been toppled over there. Now we can see why it has the mesh. It's to self-right. 2-wheel driven, Tetanus 2. Conrad Snook driving, Luke Angel at the weapons controls, and away it turns from Rick. Rick, you can see the spinning blade on the back and the flipper at the front. Killer Carrot flipping thin air, actually. So not great style or driving controls from Adam Englebright, who's been chatting away in the pits and chatting away in the pits and chatting away in the pits. He's not talking at the moment, he's concentrating. Smashing lads. And all these are such keen roboteers. The next generation coming through. The pit release has very nearly been sounded by Rick. It has been now. You can see the pit descending. I wonder if Tetanus 2 is too big to go down that pit. 76 centimetres high, 160 centimetres long, 120 wide. Tetanus 2 being shoved by Killer Carrot 2. You can see there the angle of the shunt camera. Tetanus is not too big for our pit. They're out. Killer Carrot celebrate. They go through with Rick. Well, it seemed rather cumbersome, Tetanus 2, all the way through, and eventually went down in a puff of smoke.
Robotots putting the grown-ups to shame. Tetanus injected into the pit. Rick and Killer Carrot, they go through to the next round.
What are your tactics?
Well, basically, we're just going to whiz around the arena and try and drop them into the pit.
Are you?
Yeah.
Or she's just going for pit, full on?
Yeah.
And you're going to switch on the pit as soon as you get in there then, to open it up?
No, not generally. We're waiting for them to do that. We'll let them do that.
You'll let them do that and
Yeah.
then you'll get them into the pits?
That's it.
It's a bit mean, isn't it?
Sort of.
That's the way it is on Robot Wars though. You're not nervous anymore?
No.
Good.
Not like I was with the other ones.
Good luck.
They don't scare me.
Good luck, both teams. And may the best team win.
Killer Carrot 2.
The heavier but slightly slower of the two machines. It has the flipper though. It has the very keen Adam Engelbright at the controls.
Lambsy.
Also has a flipper lifting mechanism too. And there, Scott and Daniel Lockhart.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena, Dead Metal with a serrated saw blade and the pincers. Ooh, and there's Mr. Psycho with a huge hammer. Horrible.
3, 2, 1.
To me, Lambsy looked the more energetic in the first round fight. Up and over Killer Carrot again. The poor old sheep's head has come off. There's no place for woolly minds out there, I can tell you. And Adam Engelbright will want to come in for the kill here with the Killer Carrot. Lambsy's graze on grass, surely, not on root vegetables. Perhaps you can tell me otherwise. It's, after all, been a long time since I was in a school lesson. Lambsy pushing Killer Carrot into the CPZ, the corner patrol zone, but getting the hammer from Mr. Psycho for doing so. There we can see Scott and Daniel Lockhart briefly with Lambsy. Scott at Stanek Junior School loves his skateboarding and garage music. Killer Carrot at the moment calling the tune. It would seem, oh, are they? They've lost a wheel. Now how on earth did that happen? They seem well in control and were pushing back onto Lambsy, but the wheel has come off the Carrot. It spins around. Well, I can't see how they can get very far in the arena now. See the gruesome power there of Mr. Psycho. The pit is descending. Killer Carrot are in trouble. Major trouble here. Mr. Psycho has them in his sights. Turning, trundling, climbing up. Still has the punctured tyre. Its grip releases now. Adam's got to get Killer Carrot away from there. But it seems to me that the lifter has been crushed. And the 9-year-old schoolboy is facing elimination. And I think Lambsy, so far in the minor meltdown, have been good value. Killer Carrot fancied to get to the final though. They'll progress no further. A valiant effort to stop the clock and get rid of the red bot. But now, in comes Dead Metal. And they want to steer Killer Carrot away from trouble. You can see the rear spike weapon. Couldn't get it into play. Sandwiched between the two house robots now. Slicing through the Lexan aluminium armour and the fluorescent orange paint of Killer Carrot 2. I think they're trying to get him on the flipper, and I think Adam, with a little bit of help from Dad Robert, trying to stay away from the flipper, and they very nearly did it. Sort of just caught the Carrot and sent it flying through the air. But the house robots want to see in the dark, and they want a harvest of carrots, and they're about to get it, I think. Now, what happened there? I think a little bit of spark came off Mr. Psycho from Dead Metal. Killer Carrot is about to take root underground. One. Run away in the safety of the pit. Hard luck, young Adam. And well done, Scott and Daniel Lockhart and Lambsy. They're through to the final of the minor meltdown.
Well, living proof that real robots don't just eat meat, they eat vegetables as well. Killer Carrot out of the competition. Lambsy, they go crawling on. Killer Carrot. What happened there?
I think our wheel came off.
Oh, your wheel definitely came off. You kind of got a bit eaten, really, didn't you?
Yeah, I think, Dad, what do you think? Was that the wheel that you had to put together with it? Was that the wheel that got shredded in our last fight?
Was that the wheel, Dad?
Yeah, I had a puncture yesterday, but it didn't fall off.
Listen, and then you kind of started trying to take on Mr. Psycho.
Yeah, well, we only had one wheel and we couldn't really move very much. But Mr. Psycho and Dead Metal were the only things there. We had a lot of gas left, so Dad kept on yelling to me, flip him, and so I flipped him.
You couldn't quite make it, though. It was a bit too heavy for you.
Yeah.
Never mind. Did you enjoy the competition? Go on, carry on.
But we managed to sort of get Dead Metal, and we managed to smash into the side of F4. And we managed to get we managed to hold off 3 robots for about 4 minutes with 1 tyre and a weak flipper.
Well, that's an achievement in itself, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mayhem, carnage, destruction. That's what you like, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's hear it for Killer Carrot. Well,
From Turners Hill in West Sussex, Killer Carrot 2.
Turned into carrot soup in the 6th Wars.
Some modifications this year. Have you done anything new to Killer Carrot?
Yes, we have. The Hassocks Hog guy, Noel, he did a spreadsheet that worked out flipper heights and stuff like that, so we ran it through the computer just as a test. But we spent so much time doing that, we didn't have really much time to do anything else, so we've optimised our flipper.
Good. Is it going to work?
Maybe.
A steel chassis 10-bar flipper robot with a Golf Caddy motor, computer-optimised flipper, proven rugged drivetrain, but pitiful aluminium armour.
Roboteers, stand by.
To the teams then, Constrictor on the left-hand side, captained by Dominic Rock, Fluffy on the right, Peter Holroyd captaining. Killer Carrot 2 on the left, the Englebright family, Scarey-Go-Round on the right-hand side. In the arena for the house robots, the Killalot and Sergeant Bash.
3, 2, 1.
The Scarey-Go-Round boys at the top of the picture are having a giraffe. They are having a laugh. Killer Carrot 2. No mean chuckle as they go in on the attack. Constrictor trying to squeeze them down with that pneumatic crusher and lifter. Well, to be honest, I thought Scarey-Go-Round would go before now. So, they're withstanding pressure. The toys are flying off all over the place. The fairground attachments, the rocket, the car, the tank, the boat. There you can see the low Fluffy with the spinning steel plate weapon and Killer Carrot 2 turning away. Oh dear, how much is going to be left of it by the end of this battle? Feverish fingertip control. Look at the gash out of the side of it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What have they put in the arena? Scarey-Go-Round? That's a nightmare for mechanics. I wonder how long it took them to build that or make improvements to Fluffy there, because they're in trouble. Look, Fluffy is smoking. Something's burning out inside. They're spinning, but they're not moving forward. As Constrictor again meets Killer Carrot 2, the most impressive in this particular fight. Killer Carrot 2 trying to get the flipper in. Constrictor's beak-like weaponry. Killer Carrot 2 manoeuvring away. There we're seeing the Constrictor team, by the way, up in the pod. Dominic, 17 years of age at the controls, side by side. The two worthy machines. Surely Scarey-Go-Round didn't think they were going to survive, did they? Technically, Fluffy is still surviving. As the Killalot looks on. Low vantage point. No, I think Fluffy's finished in the middle there, isn't it? Let's have a look closer. It's just been pushed around, the Killer Carrot 2 team. I've seen young Dominic, he's 7 years of age. Adam, his brother, 10 in the control pod. That is Rob, the builder, the driver. Fluffy, pinched by Sergeant Bash. Killer Carrot 2 tries to take on the house robots. Thinks twice about it. Scarey-Go-Round is still going, you know. That's absolutely remarkable. The pit has been released. Oh! Constrictor, impressive so far, got dangerously close. Fluffy had no pushing factor on Killer Carrot 2, but has suddenly found some life and zip Fluffy. Too little, too late, perhaps. Should it go to the judges? There we saw the back of the Scarey-Go-Round too. Oh, they're on the flame pit! And the merry-go-round goes up. The Scarey-Go-Round in flames. Well, no bounce left in Tigger. The judges will have to decide, though. And they've all done tremendously well to last the whole bout.
A war of attrition. A great fight. Far too close to call. We're going to the judges. They're looking at style, control, damage and aggression. While they're making up their minds, let's see the highlights.
I'm not too sure whether X-Terminator or Tsunami would be quaking. Scarey-Go-Round took damage early on. Fluffy was smoking. Certainly Killer Carrot 2 looked impressive. And I thought Constrictor was strong and able to. That's the end of that.
And the judges have made their decision. Killer Carrot and Constrictor, they go marching on!
Adam, how are you feeling? You got through to round 2.
I'm feeling hopeful.
You're feeling hopeful, good. Did you take much damage in round 1?
We took a bit.
Did you repair it all right, Rob?
We've repaired most of it. There's a couple of panels that are missing, but I think we just leave them off. I can't be bothered to fix them, to be quite honest.
But he is match fit, the Killer Carrot.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
He's absolutely match fit and ready to rock.
Yep.
Do you want to know who you're up against?
Yes, please.
Exterminator 2.
I was hoping it would be Exterminator 2.
Yes?
This is not Tsunami.
No, it's not Tsunami.
I'm happy about Exterminator 2, but I'm still a bit worried.
But you reckon you can take him?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I like you. Always so hopeful, Adam. Dominic, you're looking forward to this next bout?
Yes.
Yes. Do you think you're going to win it?
Not really.
Killer Carrot 2.
Up against it, perhaps, Rob, Adam and Dominic Engelbright.
Exterminator.
Formidable, the machine of Marlon Pritchard and Simon Baldwin.
Roboteers, stand by.
Forceful too in the arena, Sir Kill-A-Lot. And also Dead Metal.
2, 1.
And off we go. This for a place in the heat final. Exterminator slow to get off and underway. Killer Carrots, Flipper wedged on. Sir Kill-A-Lot looks closely. Exterminator doing all the pushing and pressing. 98 kilos, slightly the lighter of the two, would you believe? The slower of the two. Killer Carrot 2 moving away. Exterminator in peril from Sir Kill-A-Lot and is sluggish here at the start of this second round battle until that moment when the blade simply ripped into Killer Carrot, maybe missing a couple of defensive plates according to Rob and suffering as a consequence. The power there of Exterminator's spinning disc. You remember from previous wars, it had a huge axe, but it was not as effective as that spinning disc. And again on the onslaught. The whole fight has changed. In the past, it has taken very good machines to stop Exterminator, like Firestorm 4 and Wild Thing and Panic Attack and Pussycat way, way back in the history of Robot Wars. But this, to me, is a much better machine as it rips into Killer Carrot 2 once again. Looks big and bulky and strong, and you can clearly see it has immense destructive power. Killer Carrot 2 is finished here. Exterminator causing more damage, slicing through. We said right at the start of the program that Killer Carrot 2 had vulnerable wheels, pitiful armament. Oh dear. Sliced and diced Carrot. Oh! But moving helped a little bit along the way. And the Engelbright boys still have a little bit of hope, perhaps. Oh, look at the glare in the eyes. Exterminator poised, looking, seeking the prey, chasing. Killer Carrot trying to get in behind Sir Kill-A-Lot. Maybe not the best move. Pressing, are they going to press the pit release? They are. Are they yet confident then they can push X-Terminator down into that pit? Maybe it's the only tactic left to them! Doesn't matter, they're out! The final blow! Significant. Killer Carrot 2. Lifted up in the air, look at this. X-Terminator coming in. Bash from the blade. And out they went.
Well. Killer Carrot, more like grated carrot. X-Terminator, they go through! I said grated carrot. There's little bits of your robot all over the arena. What went wrong?
The flipper broke before we managed to get in.
I know, so you didn't have a flipper, and then it was just a case of just trying to keep out of the way, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
How did you think you could win without the flipper?
We didn't. We thought we might hope they'd break down. There was a chance we might have been able to shove them into the pit. That was our last ditch at the end there, but no, not a hope, really.
You want to come back?
Yes.
Well, you're coming back. Let's hear it for Killer Carrots.